Us on this busy Sunday night, we begin tonight with a KSL exclusive. Workers at our seafood restaurant in Layton credited with saving the life of an expected mother.
That mom-to-be is a lobster from the East Coast who is protected under federal law. Tonight, she's back in the Atlantic Ocean after a chaotic journey back and forth across the country. News specialist Shelby Lofton now joins us live tonight with this bizarre story that's being celebrated as a big win for conservation, right, Shelby?
Dan, that's right. It is a bit bizarre. A few days ago, employees at this Red Lobster here in Layton noticed that one of their lobsters in their tank was hanging upside down, and they actually discovered that she was carrying eggs, and that's not something that they're trained on how to handle, but they did. They handled it, and it ended up being a huge win for sustainability in our ocean.
They like to splash.
At Red Lobster in Layton, dinner comes with a show.
Females are softer. They've got a little more fuzz on it, so the tail.
On Tuesday, Supervisor Dean Adams noticed one crustacean looked odd.
They curl their tail in, and then the lobster, goes up. We went to open the tail to see what was going on, and the eggs fell out.
A female was mistakenly sent to the restaurant. She came all the way from the cold waters of Maine.
I haven't ever been a part of this or seen anything like it.
General Manager Nikki Smith faintly remembered the policy for an unusual situation like this, but made some phone calls while staff separated the female lobster from the rest.
We got some wet cardboard, some ice packs, packed her up, put some wet paper towels on top of her to keep her cool.
By Friday,
whirlwind trip from her, Maine to Utah to Maine in 4 days.
Smith received this clip from Red Lobster supplier Ready Seafood.
10,000 eggs that are now going back into the ocean thanks to your effort.
The lobster got a V-notch to mark she's a breeder.
Protected for life.
Thousands of her eggs went back into the water with her.
I'm sure not all 10,000 lobsters make it, but even if just a few do, it's a great way to take part in being sustainable.
This lobster can continue the reproduction cycle.
I'm very proud of my team for, having the instinct to say, hey, let's do something about this.
Instead of ignoring it, they took action.
I think she must have known that they would take care of her, so they really were good about making sure she was taken care of, checking in on her. It was like she'd become just a part of the family.
A lesson in conservation over the dining table.
And it was awesome to see her get back to Maine.
Back down to the bottom of the ocean.
And now that lobster has that V-notch in her tail, she is illegal to keep even when she does release her eggs. That lobsterman you saw in that video says later on that she is released in a safe spot in deep waters out in Maine, hopefully keeping our lobster supply up and continually running. We're live in Layton. I'm Shelby Lofton.